I am Dr. Charlie Yarish in the Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology at the University of Connecticut. Today we will be looking at the cultivation of a very important red seaweed for New England, and this is the seaweed called Palmaria, otherwise known as dulse. Formerly, dulse was wild harvested from the rocky shores of New England, and then material was rinsed and dried and put in packages. And you can see here the Palmaria growing on the rocky shores. And the Palmaria is a plant that can be upwards of about 18 inches in size. It's very robust, it's very thick, and these plants there are very prevalent in the cold waters of New England. And you can see the Palmaria growing on the rocky coast and growing in some very high densities. So when we take a look at Palmaria, what does the plant look like? Well, it's a red blade. The blade is highly dissected, almost like finger-like. And then at certain times of the year, there'll be reproductive cells on this blade. Well, when we take a look at Palmaria, understanding how you can produce the seed and manipulating the life cycle is really critical. And this has been worked out by colleagues at Queen's University in Northern Ireland, Dr. Mac Drink and his students, which has led to the ability to be able to cultivate the Palmaria. So when we look at Palmaria cultivation, we get the spores from a microscopic stage, and we can get these spores released in very high densities, and we can seed string. We could call this string seed string, and you can see from this image the seed string has a very high density of sporelings. You can take these seed string and unravel them and put them on a long line or a rack of long lines, and this has been the traditional way of doing it for the cultivation of the Palmaria. And so in this image here, the Palmaria is being cultivated on the string, but was wrapped on long lines, and this is just one of the ways that you can cultivate the Palmaria. It's best if you take your seed string and unravel the seed string on very thick long lines that are probably about 1/2 inch in diameter. And you can cultivate the Palmaria within 2 to 3 months. You will be able to get a crop of the Palmaria. So once you have your crop of Palmaria, you can remove it from the long lines by using a knife or a cutting device, and then you can get the Palmaria to market. What is the market for Palmaria? Palmaria makes an excellent sea vegetable in different products, including in soups or salads. It's very highly nutritious. And when we look at Palmaria, it has excellent potential for New England as a very important red seaweed that would be good for culinary applications. As we are able to cultivate the Palmaria on strings or on ropes, we will be able to get a product of the Palmaria or dulse within 2 to 3 months. Once you have this product, you're able to get it to market either as a fresh product or as a product that can be dried out. And this particular plant is highly nutritious, makes an excellent sea vegetable, and is not very difficult to cultivate, provided that you have the ability to get the spores from the Palmaria. So when we look at Palmaria as being another New England seaweed, this one has great potential for us to spend time and develop its expansion of the local markets for Palmaria. And this is for all of New England.